Bruno Fernandes was once again deployed in the deeper midfield role with Casemiro absent, and the Manchester United man was outstanding in dictating the tempo of play and cutting Everton open with long, raking passes. But defensive duties were not ignored and, early in the first half, the Portuguese international flew out wide to cut out a ball by the touchline. His momentum, however, took him over the line and straight into the assistant referee, who was knocked back a couple of yards. Minded of the criticism he endured in the defeat to Liverpool, Fernandes was quick to hold a hand out in apology for an honest mistake. United were mostly dominant during the opening 45, creating and subsequently wasting countless chances at 0-0. But Everton weren't completely toothless, and the Toffees were forging openings of their own on the counter-attack. A blow to the head of Tyrell Malacia allowed a brief break in play, at which point Erik ten Hag gathered Lisandro Martinez and Jadon Sancho for what looked to be an intense tactical chat. Whatever was said obviously worked, with Sancho slipping in Scott McTominay for the opener within minutes. The sight of Christian Eriksen warming up down the Old Trafford touchline was great to see, with the Dane involved in a matchday squad for the first time since suffering an ankle injury in January. The initial prognosis was always April, and pictures in first-team training this week were followed by confirmation of his involvement. Eriksen left the bench for a quick warm-up on 35 minutes, with those towards that end of the ground handing him a warm reception, which was echoed in the second half when he came on for Sancho. Marcel Sabitzer enjoyed another brilliant game in the number 10 role, following his assist from that position in the midweek win over Brentford. The Austrian was at the center of link-up play in the final third, picking up possession in pockets and showing composure with the final ball. As United countered with around 20 minutes to go, Sabitzer picked up the ball just outside the right of Everton's 18-yard box, cutting inside and clipping a wonderful pass onto the head of Fernandes, who saw his effort saved. Nevertheless, the Portuguese midfielder was straight over to praise his teammate for a great piece of play. What would have been a near-perfect afternoon was somewhat tainted by the sight of Marcus Rashford pulling up injured. The 25-year-old instantly signaled towards the bench while holding his groin, before limping down the touchline and towards the tunnel. He did take time, however, to hand his shirt to a young Reds fan near the tunnel, who looked absolutely delighted to have accepted it. A lovely moment even amid the concern.